Hello everybody, this is the part 3 of me teaching you how to make a patent or get a patent. In the first video I talked about writing your ideas down, maybe your problems, and you don't have to solve them right away, but just writing them down. And in the second video I told you to get yourself an inventor book. So in this inventor book you can start drawing in your ideas, the shape of possible product that you want to make or patent, and writing down some of the descriptions of what the different pieces in the product does. And in this third video, the next move is you're gonna get ready to do a patent search. It's a preliminary patent search, and what that is, it's you wanting to go find out if someone's already patented your product, so you can save your time from wasting it if you go ahead and try and patent it and spend all that money and realize that someone else already owns a patent to it. The first step that you want to do is the easy step, and people usually think this is the only step. They go to Google, look for the keywords that would describe your product. If you see something else on the market or it's widely available, more than likely it's either patented or there's no point patenting it, because you're not gonna get out any money or revenue out of it because it's already a saturated market. The next move that I would do is go to Google Patents. So type in Google Patents, and Google has its own little program where you can search keywords for patents, and you can see if somebody else has come up with that design or that utility or something similar to your product. Third step, the most important step, which people are too lazy to do, and that's how you end up wasting all your money, is doing a preliminary patent search on the USPTO.gov website. So you want to go to the USPTO.gov website and actually take their tutorial on how to do a professional preliminary patent search. Okay, they have a real cool tutorial. You go on USPTO.gov, then you click on learning and resources, and then there's an area that says tutorials, and they have like an hour tutorial that shows you how to look for the categories and find your exact patent. If you don't do those 3 steps, then you're gonna end up wasting thousands of dollars. I can promise you that. Do not just go on Google Patents and say, oh, I don't see anything out there, it's patentable. You're gonna end up hiring an attorney. They usually don't do patent searches, and you're gonna waste a lot of money. So some good news. I got my second patent this week, and this is not to boast and say, oh, I got patents, making mad money. This is me to tell you, you can do this too. You can protect your idea and start cashing in on it. So it's kind of cool. The way these books come is they give you images of your product, a description with issue dates and everything, and then it goes into actual drawings explaining what exactly you are holding the rights to. And this one's for the original Cut Buddy. That little guy right there, that's actually Kid Ink. I drew Kid Ink as a model, as somebody that I want to use the Cut Buddy. I don't know if he's used one yet, but that was actually Kid Ink. So, hey Kid Ink, you're in the government USPTO trademark and patent office for the rest of your life. You're already doing well with your records. Congratulations. Then there's also, we got trademarks as well. Those are some things that we can cover also. So there are different kinds of patents. There are design patents, and then there are utility patents, and then I think there are like chemical and plant patents and stuff like that. I don't have any knowledge of that stuff, so you do your research on those areas, but I can tell you about the design and the utility patents. So the easiest way to think about whether you need a design or a utility patent is to think about maybe okay, so Headphones. Headphones. Alright, so if you have headphones that have this kind of jack that plugs into a specific device, and it has these things that make sound go through little speakers, and you're the first one to do this, that's a utility patent. It's the function of the product. Alright? That's the base function of the product. Now, if you want to create headphones that are shaped like this specifically, or if you want to make a specific one with a design or that wraps around your ear, that's a design patent. Alright, so the design is protecting the ornamental design and look of the product, like a toaster that has a chrome plating with a Batman logo on the outside in a specific way. That's a design patent. The actual toaster and the heating coils and the timer, those are utility patents. I think a lot of you think you have a utility patent when you actually have just a design patent. Don't go in there and try and get a utility patent when you just have a design. Hopefully you have a good lawyer that'll explain to you you just have a design patent. Because some lawyers will just say, okay, I'll file a utility patent, and then you'll get rejected and you would have spent $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 for no damn reason. You'll probably end up killing yourself because that's probably the only money that you have. Just being real with you. So most of you have design patents, just letting you know that up front. It's not a diss to you, it's just that's what you have. Design patents are strong as well. Utility patents are stronger. Usually if you're looking for a licensing deal, they're going to try and weigh a utility patent heavier because that means you own the actual functionality of it over the actual design of the product. Alright, so that's the utility and design. That gives you an idea of what you're going to patent. You also want to know whether you want to do a provisional patent or if you want to go in and get a full design or utility patent up front. I'm a fan of getting full patents, spending your money. If you've done a good preliminary search and you know nobody else has something, spend the money, just get the full patent, because it's no headache after that. You file it, you set a file date, that means that you're the inventor if you get approved in the year or the next year, whenever you get actually approved for the patent. What a provisional patent is basically like a checkpoint or saving a game in a PlayStation game. You're basically saving the file date that you created the product, and then you have a time frame to actually do something, create the product and go to market and be happy until you ask to do the full patent. And basically it gives you a cheaper way of saving and locking in a date of you being the inventor. That can be helpful. Maybe your patent is very expensive and you want to just save your spot and make your product, do all your designing, manufacture, and see how it goes before you do a full patent. The protection is slightly less. It has a time frame that will run out, and then that's that. So it'll go from a provisional to a non-provisional, and then you'll get a patent awarded to you. So I'm a fan of just going in and getting your full patent. If you've already done the search, just get the full patent. The utility patent, maybe you'd think about getting a provisional patent up front. That's a little bit of a harder decision because you're spending a lot more money. But if you're doing a design patent, just spend the $5-6 grand to get it done. That's it for today. Once again, your steps for today are: 1, look on Google, Amazon, all those marketplaces to just make sure someone else hasn't created this product. If you already see it on the market, chances are it was possibly patented. If it is already on the market it's going to be a lot harder to get a patent because they're going to cite other products that are on the market and compare if you're actually novel, if you're actually new and actually an inventor. And they'll reject you if you're not something new and cool. Then second, you want to do a Google patent search. So you go on Google and type Google patents. That will go to a section where you can look at all the different gadgets and devices that people have created. And then you want to do an actual preliminary patent search. You can pay people $1,000 to do this, which is the safe way. If you have something that's really expensive to patent, you might want to spend that $1,000 with a professional. But I did all my preliminary patent searches. If you have a design patent, just do the patent search yourself, I think. You go to uspto.gov, and then you click on resources, and then you click on tutorials, and then you take the tutorial on how to do a patent search, and then it has links to where you actually start finding all your patents and stuff like that. Hopefully this has been helpful for you for part 3. Hopefully it stops half of you from sending me a goddamn message saying, how do I patent my product? Because I've been telling you I'm going to give you the whole game, but some of you aren't freaking listening. No disrespect to you. I just think if you already aren't listening to my directions, then you're going to have a hard time running a company because you're hard-headed and you just don't want to listen. So just watch these videos, alright? It's very simple. I'm going to do one every few weeks. I'm going to tell you how to do it all. There's no secret sauce that I'm holding back. I want you to be rich. Alright? I always forget, follow us at The Cut Buddy on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can also follow me or friend me on LinkedIn. It's Joshua Esnard. And hopefully it's been helpful for you, man. I want some of you guys to show me that you got some of these in a few years, and I want you guys to be financially rich. I want you guys to get a paycheck every 2 weeks for doing nothing. Yeah, an automatic paycheck from Amazon saying, here you go, your product is killing it. And that's just that. Alright, well, you guys have a good week. Be safe, and go buy yourself a Cut Buddy for support. Thank you.